So, hello everyone. So, this is the first Forex live stream that I'll be conducting. So, we'll just quickly dive in. No need to waste any time. So, it's currently 4 p.m. in India, and the markets are quite active. It should be active from now on because we have already started the London session open and we are approaching New York. So, for the next 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours, we should be seeing some good momentum. So coming to the market strength, we can see the USD is currently the strongest and the Japanese yen is the weakest, followed by Euro, then the pound, Swiss, Canadian, and so on. So USD is the stronger, so we'll have to be looking at that. So after that, we'll go and check for macros and news. So right now, there's not much news. One thing, there's a bank holiday in England, and also the Canadian and some Euro and USD news. Corporate profits, nothing much that's going to impact the markets. If you're seeing headlines, the war is still going on. Nothing much different. We know everything that's happening around the world, so that's the thing. Looking at other currency details, you can see it's almost the same what we saw last week. So coming back to the forex strength, we can see here that the dollar is stronger and the yen is weaker. So we'll use that to our analysis today. So first thing, we'll go to our flagship Euro USD. It's on an uptrend, and we can already see a point of interest which broke the August 13th resistance, and immediately the next day we got a straight pullback. So what I'm expecting is not a sudden move to the downside the next day. I'm expecting it to range or hover in this area. So dropping down to the 4 hour, we are in a free fall. We saw straight downward momentum and we saw a slight push, and again a downward momentum, but still there was a slight push to the upside, and then we saw great momentum. So what we can see during the New York Open is the dollar is stronger, so that would mean the dollar is stronger, so euro is weaker. So we might see this falling much more today. So going back to our trading platform, so Euro USD. So we'll be looking at short setups until we see a certain price movement to the upside. So that can be done. So we'll see short setups. So yesterday we got a very big move. Yesterday euro was stronger, but today we can see euro is weak, USD is gaining. AUD and USD, they're bouncing back and forth. So what we can say is we'll see for downward momentum. We'll be looking at sell trades for the next coming few hours. So coming to technicals, let me add a few technicals. What do I add? Let me add the Donjin. Yeah, we're still in an uptrend. Let me add buy and rank. I changed the settings of this indicator to 5 minutes, 30 and 4 hours. Okay, and I'll remove the borders so that you can see the colors easily. So today morning, when the markets opened today, the Monday, we started seeing a downward momentum, and then we saw an upward push. But if you see the 15-minute Renko, it's still downwards, and we are still pushing lower. But our 4-hour Renko is still upward. But for the 4-hour Renko to reverse, the price has to move for 40 pips, a minimum of 40 pips for the 4-hour Renko to reverse. But as of now, we can see the 5-minute Renko is already moving downwards. So what we can do is we can try to identify for sell setups. One thing I'll do is I'll remove some of these lines so that we can clearly identify. Okay, that should be fine, I guess. Yeah. So now we'll be looking for sell setups. I can straight up take a Renko trade like this. We have already broken down. So we are halfway to the next box. So what I can do is I can take a sell setup right here, place my stops above this breaker box, and target for 1:1.5. Yeah, that can be done. So what I'll be doing is I'll be targeting 1:1.5. So that's one way we can trade this right now, immediately. Means for this to go back. So to go back here, the price has to retrace back. But if we have to show reversal in this record box, price has to go back to this level so that a new box can be formed here. Bearish, no, sorry, a bullish box. So, but I don't see a bullish box happening because we are already in a downward trend. But it's still a possibility. It's still a possibility because we're in a straight downward trend, and anything can happen. Anything can happen. Price has been rejecting this level. It can go back up, reject this level, and then drop back. So I'll take this trade on 0 USD 5-minute. I'll keep my stops. I'll give it a little more breathable room. Put it here. I'll target 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 1. Or is 1:1 on the initial stage. So Euro USD, yeah. So I'll be selling Euro USD here, and then my stops are at 6966 and take profits are 6792. 6966 and 6792. Yeah, so we have it there. So we just take a trade on Euro USD, 1:1 trade, but I can still target more. Maybe I'll target 1:2. Let it be 1:1. I mean, first thing we have to do is we have to observe that this gets rejected. The top part of this wrinkle should get rejected. Uh, let me block this out. Yes, so we can see here. So if the price goes up and breaks this level, a new brick will be formed. This will be a bullish brick. This new brick. We don't want that. We want the price to move lower and form a bearish brick and close below this level. So that is what we are looking at right now. What we are doing is we are targeting two bricks. That's it. So we are targeting two bricks. We want the price to reach lower and then give us a 1:1 ratio. This should happen because Euro is weak and USD is strong. So it should happen. Only thing is we have to break this support. Price has been holding up for the last 30 minutes in this price level. So we have to break this and form a new box. So we'll wait for it. We'll wait for the price to form a new box. And also one more thing I need to mention. I did not look at any of these indicators. First of all, my TDI is not giving me a clear signal. So this trade is not based on this TDI. And my stochastic also is not giving me a good indication that this will go lower. I'm taking this trade only based on the fact that we have a stronger dollar and a weaker euro, and we have the market timing in our favor. That's the only fact, and that's the only thing which I'm basing my trades off. So if I would do it properly, I would also look at confluence at these levels, where my TDI also gives me a proper signal and my stochastic also should give me a proper signal. So if I'm getting all those things, only then I would take a proper trade. But to inaugurate the stream, I have to take one trade at least. Yes, so looking at this back, yeah, so this was a trade based on the Renko box alone. if I zoom out and if I just check this Renko randomly, I mean Renko really gives some of the greatest opportunities. I mean, I only have to be right 50% of the time. Um, that's the only thing. So if I go to 1 minute time frame and change my Renko settings to change it to 5 minutes, 30 and 1 hour. So we can see there are several opportunities in Renko. So I just need to be right 50% of the time. That's the thing. So how do we keep it? Let it be like this. Let's observe what the price is going to do. You're given a decent stop loss of 2 boxes and a take profit of 2 boxes. That will make it a 1:1 trade. So we're risking approximately 4.7 US dollars and targeting 4.9 US dollars. It's a 1:1 trade. Just taking this trade just to open the YouTube channel live stream. We can also think of it as inauguration of the YouTube channel. So, so what we're seeing right now is a situation where I'm looking at price to go back to this level, get rejected at this area, and then return back. If it doesn't do that, I'll let the price run up to our stop loss level and let it close it by itself. Because if it goes here and closes above this level, that means there is a new brick formed, which will be a bullish break on the 5-minute time frame, of course. So if price goes back to this level, gets rejected and comes back down, the probability of it going to our target is very high. But if it breaks and keeps continuing to this level, then it will form a new brick. And if it does that, we'll get stopped out. We'll wait and watch and see what's going to happen. So we are back here. So what is happening right now? So first thing what we can observe is the market, it resisted this area for a very long time. This was a really good support. It resisted to break this support. So what happened? Market went back up, and then it did not hold this level. This was not a key level, but it still did not hold this. So now what we're waiting is, if this trade is still valid, it should hold this level at least. So it should not break this area. So if it doesn't break this area, there's a really good possibility that we'll go and reach our targets. But if it does break, as I said before, this trade will become invalid because we'll be forming a new Renko box at this level. This box will be bullish. So this trade will be invalid if it breaks this stop level. At that point of time, we will be stopped out. We will be stopped out. That's how it will work. So right now what we are looking at is some weakness. Hopefully our TDI and stochastic give some strength here, and we see some red Heikin-Ashi candle on the 5-minute time frame. As I already mentioned before, that we did not take this trade based off the TDI and stochastic. We took this trade at random just to start the streaming on this new YouTube channel. So I just took a trade at a random point to get this going. But I still feel that if we are holding this level right here, if we are able to hold this, then we still have a good chance of going down. Everything depends on the next 1 or 2 candles in the next 10 minutes. Stochastic is already lining up, but TDI turns quickly, so that's still in the process of lining up. But we have to hold this level, otherwise this trade is going to fail. So we have to hold that level. If we don't hold that level, we'll be making this Renko box. So we'll be making this Renko box over here. So if that happens, this Renko box replicating here, if that happens, then this trade is invalid and the Renko has changed direction. So let's see how it will do. So everything depends on how it works out from here, if it's going to reject this or not. Everything is decided on what happens next. So until then, let me watch for a couple more minutes and then see what really happens. I'll see you after 1 or 2 candles. So we are back. We made a quick loss on this trade. But the good thing is we opened our YouTube channel and we'll be live streaming. So as we said, we've broken this price level. So if we close above this level right now, we will be making a new box, and that box will be bullish. So let's wait and watch. If it closes above this level, so it's definitely going to make a new box, but there's still 40 seconds to close, but it looks like it's not closing above that box. Let's wait and watch. There's no clear sign in the TDI. TDI is making a bounce, so there's still a high chance that it'll go further up. Uh, but remember, we're not here to identify the trend. We're here just to be in the right side of the market. So going forward, I'll be live streaming 2 times or 3 times a day. So the timings that I'll be live streaming will be the Asian Asian session and the London Open and the New York Open. So I'll be trading these 3 sessions, and I will also be trading different products. I'll be trading Forex, then I'll be trading stock CFDs and commodities. Or let's say I'll just be trading gold. So these are the things which are planned for this YouTube channel live stream. So this was where our entry was. This was a stop loss, and our target should be somewhere here. Yes. So we did not close above this level. We're still bearish, but if any of these candles close above this level, then this will be a bullish scenario. Okay, so let me plan for my next trades. So what I can do is I can design or choose a system. One thing I can do is I can trade the TMS, a system which is found on Forex Factory called Trading Made Simple. It's a systematic approach where we follow a few indicators and then trade based on those indicator values, but we'll also be looking at the market structure. So that is really important. So we have to look at market structure before doing anything else. But our decisions will be made based on the indicators that I'm showing right now. This will work really good on stocks as well as Forex. So if we are doing stocks, we can do it on a larger time frame so that we get bigger moves because the spreads are high for stock CFDs. We can also do it on currency pairs. The higher time frame is a good opportunity So that is one strategy. Or we can trade a Renko system, which is also really good. Renko systems are really uh, powerful. So we can trade a Renko based system, maybe just two time frames. Let me remove the highest time frame. Let me just keep 5 minutes and 30 minutes. Okay, so this is the Renko strategy. So what this does is after I get higher time frame Renko level, I can just follow the lower time frame level and take trades based on that. Simple as it is. Very simple to explain. But it depends on the time frame which we are looking at. It always depends on the time frame. So we did do a 1 hour stream today. Let me just close the stream, sum up whatever happened today. So I took a sell trade at this level and my stop loss was here, and the reasoning which I gave was if price doesn't break this level, it should not close above this level. If it closes above this level, only then a new brick will be formed. But as of now, it's not closing above that level, so a new bullish break has not been formed. So you can see we're still inside this break. We're still inside this break because price has to close above that level, but price hasn't closed above that level, so there's still a good chance that this will go back down. But anyway, it doesn't matter because we've already exited our position because we were taken out by our stop loss. Uh, but now we can see there's a good indication by the stochastic, but it's not a good signal with the TDI. The TDI is not giving a really good signal, but there is some kind of a signal there. So it might move in a direction, but not much. So that was today. We completed a successful stream for the day, and yeah, we'll be seeing tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, and I'll fix a strategy which I can be trading at that point. Until then, take care.